We are the one, the light in the dark. One heart, one world, one spark. We are the one, together we rise. One dream, one voice, one sky.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Women Empowered Across the World. And this is our podcast. And I have Chinere out of California, and myself, Carol Witt. I reside in Florida and I'm global. And Chinere is in Africa with me. So we're all over the place. Chinere empowers women. She runs the Black Chamber of Commerce in California. Where's that, Chinere? What area?
That's in Central Valley.
Central Valley. Okay. And so please check us out. Okay. And so, guys, we have the most amazing guest. I've had her on before, but oh my goodness, she has done some amazing things since very early on when I had her as a guest. And I'm so excited to bring her on again and have her update us and tell us where all she is now. Guys, please welcome Meg. We are so excited to have you back, Meg. Come
Thank
join
you.
us.
Thank you for having me back. I'm excited as well. Yes. You just start.
Okay.
Well,
So please tell us your story. Tell us what's
all
happened.
right. Well, for the people who did not see the first episode, or it's been a while because now you have so many episodes out. I started out with in 2013. I was getting divorced. I got a new job. I actually worked for this person, and about 5 months into working, he asked me on a date. I wasn't ready to date. I didn't. I just wanted to be out of my marriage, and there was nothing wrong with the marriage. It was just kind of boring. But I wanted to live life a little bit more. And so I went on the date, but it was a date that was like, wow, what is this? What I've been missing? 2 hours, drive, spas, dinner, wine, fireplaces, all in one night. And I thought, I'm missing a lot out here, being married. I haven't been dating for 10 years. And the next night when he asked me out, it was the same thing, more and more every night. And it happened for about 6 months. And I also worked for him. He had a global business as well. So it was starting 3 o'clock in the morning when Australia wakes up, working all the way, and we just kind of shut our phones down for a little while at 8 o'clock at night. We go to dinner, go out, getting home 11, 12 o'clock. Very, very little time to think or do anything. So I'll say that I just didn't see a lot of things in the beginning. And on December, that was starting in May. In December, we had the first physical altercation, and it was an eye opener. I didn't know all the stuff that was going on was abusive, but I did know that physical violence was abusive, and so it changed my life. For one, he also claimed that I came in and attacked him, so I was arrested that evening, which was a very detrimental to myself, to my life, being someone who'd never been arrested, never been involved with law enforcement, and now I'm facing all these charges. And needless to say, I did thought I wasn't one of those women. I wasn't going to go back. Why did they go back? But I went back. I went back 7 times, and every time he attempted to kill me. If I tried to leave, the first time, I was drugged face down into the pavement, chin broken open to the bone, and it just got worse from there. Why you go back? There's a lot of reasons why women go back, but that's another topic or another speech. Anyway, uh, during the day he had the physical violence, he also claimed what he had been doing. He'd been had a hidden camera in my car. There were cameras all over the apartment that we were living in. There were listening devices, location trackers. He could turn on and off my phone and look at all my text messages, social media, etc. A lot to be taken in on one evening. So that was one big night. And by the time the whirlwind stopped of being, all the things that happened that night, it kind of sunk in, and you're like, I can't drive my car. There's he can see me in my car. What am I supposed to do? I can't get anywhere. He can see my phone. I didn't know to what extent at that point in time, but I knew he was seeing at least my text messages and my social media messages before I was. And so he was stalking me while we were dating, and it just got worse as we went along. And so for a year and a half, I tried to get away, but I kept going back. Finally, one day, I knew that the next time he would actually kill me. He would succeed. It wouldn't go just the edge. it would continue, it would be the last time I get a chance at this. So I officially said I wasn't doing it anymore, and I kind of just ghosted him, if that's what they call it in the dating world. But I went into a safe house. Eventually, he found me there. I moved to a different safe house. 7 years this went on. I moved 7 different times over 7 years. When the seventh year rolled around, it was 2020, and every day this was all day long. I had a drone above my head at my house at night. It was very exhausting, and there's no privacy. I'd given up everything in my life. I was a shell of a person. I had no mental capacity left. I just the pain and the exhaustion. I just couldn't take anymore. And in 2020, I just said I was done. I just wanted the game to end. Like he was obviously not going to finish it for me, so I was going to step out of this game. And that morning, I woke up and COVID had hit and changed what I was thinking about doing that day. I was watching the news, and all I could think about was my children and my parents. And I was okay with myself leaving this world, but I wasn't okay for some monster like taking them from me. So I was diverted, and I didn't realize that that day was the day it was stopping, but it stopped. And every day I just trying to get better. I was focusing on COVID a lot, taking care of people, doing what I could. And then after a while, I decided that I mean, at the end of that summer, I felt amazing. I actually could go outside without feeling I was going to get kidnapped or killed. I love the sun. I hadn't been out in summer for a long time, so that was really amazing. By December, I was like, I'm cured. I'd done a lot of therapy, but finally, I was able to just pack everything up and have my kids trapped with me at home because they're grown children. Um, my favorite thing to have around me was them, and at that point, there's no denying that they could be with me, even though there was danger before. They were with me, and I just felt cured. And I had very lucrative jobs before, but I woke up one morning and said I couldn't do that. I had to do. I can't let this happen to other people, and I learned so much from my own mistakes about what was happening and how what people didn't know. And one of the biggest things was red flags. In the beginning, all these things I should have known, and my trust my gut. It's in the hospital. I thought I was dying because my gut was like screaming, "Please stop what you're doing! Like this is dangerous." But I wasn't listening to it. So I just started dating tips by Meg to teach people about the red flags, preventing it from happening to them, preventing it from escalating to violence. Sometimes it never escalates to violence, but if you know the red flags, you'll know you're in an abusive relationship, even emotionally. So giving people the tools, especially young people, so they don't ruin their lives. And then women, of course, we connect. And being very vulnerable with my story, opening up to know that I wasn't a perfect victim. Things happen when you're coping. So you do a lot of different things that maybe you're not proud of, but you were forced into the situation. Now you're just reacting to what's happening. And so over the years, I started doing podcasts. In the beginning, sometimes I was a little shaky with my voice, and people would say, "Why aren't you writing a book? You're like a Lifetime movie over here. Like, this is crazy." A lot of people I was networking with kept talking about this thing, Toastmasters. I'm like, what is Toastmasters? I thought the people were gonna have champagne. I don't want to dress up with strangers, have champagne every day. What was this Toastmasters? One day I finally said, what is this? I just looked it up, and there was a local number. I called it, and so it was an hour drive from where I was at, and it started at 6:45 in the morning. I'm like, I like mornings, and I'm gonna get up at the clock of dawn, 4 o'clock in the morning to get somewhere at 6:45. I joined that. It was all about speaking, learning how to speak properly, slowing down, which I have a really hard time still doing, but moving forward with your speaking and all these classes and how to do this. And so I got really involved in that. I've been with them for almost 3 years now. And they encouraged me to apply for TEDx. And I applied for that. There was over 250 applications. The day it happened, I had found out I had cervical cancer and I was going to have surgery. So the day had been kind of not a great day. I had my sister had a birthday that night. We answered that. I was kind of just in my head thinking about the cancer part. About 11 o'clock, I got the email, and I thought I for sure didn't get picked because they said it was going to happen during the day that day. And I'm like, no, I didn't get an email. And then I got the text email. I was over the roof, just ecstatic. So I was going to be able to share my message with a big audience. And so in November of this last year, I shared my TEDx talk, which was When Monsters Collide. And so it's on YouTube on the TEDx channel. And I shared my story, and then I kind of said how this affected me in the way that even though I was a good person before, I changed into like I feel like a better person now. I'm a kinder person. I see things I maybe would judge harshly or think, why do they do that? I have
Mm.
a very different lens I look through now because I was that person in the grocery store, the crying person, the person in the corner. But I've turned my life around here. I've decided to share the message. I come on podcasts like this amazing podcast that are reaching all these women internationally. And my goal is to reach as many women as I can and many people as I can with the message because we all have relationships, even if you're not in a romantic one or toxic relationships, and they can destroy your life mentally, physically. Every facet of your life gets affected when you have a bad relationship. Just like a good relationship changes everything in your relationship or your life for the good, a bad one will do the same thing. So I believe in knowing it, spotting it early. So podcasts, I just recently started my own podcast called Did Me Dirty. I got it on Apple finally and Spotify. Again, sharing my message, sharing a story, and then saying, what did I do wrong? What can you learn from this story? Because so people love to hear the stories. There's a lot because there were 7 years daily things happening, but what did I learn from it? What do you take away from it? And then making people know every time that you're not alone. Reach out for help. There are people who th- even my story, the craziness that happened, I'm not that original. There are people out there that have that horrible story as well. The difference is I'm okay with sharing it. I'm ripping the band-aid off and just opening it up to everyone so people can relate and know that they're not alone. And so giving people resources and showing them that reaching out and just having someone on your side is just a huge difference right there. I had amazing advocates when I was going through this, and they stuck
Mm.
through me through that. And then now I work for their crisis line. Something else I do, giving
Wow.
back. But
Wow.
I don't know how I'm doing on time, but
You're doing fine. Keep going.
I enjoy speaking at schools and colleges, community organizations. Anywhere I go, I kind of share my message. And after networking for a number of years in person and online, you build that trust. With any business, you have to build that know, like, and trust. And people are like, "Oh, you're still speaking. You're our speaker." In the beginning, I think people think, "Oh, it's a fly by night." So, she's very early. I realized that because I look at my old videos, thinking, "Wow, this is this was very raw." But
Wow.
that's kind of my it's me. Even in my podcast, is starting out a little bit rough, but I believe it'll get there. The message is still there. The message is, getting help and knowing that you're not alone and just really connecting with all sorts of people with education, or if they're entertained, enjoy the entertainment. Maybe pass it along to someone who you think might be in a bad relationship
Oh,
because you just never
so,
know.
so amazing, Meg. So
So
amazing.
yeah, I've enjoyed it's been an amazing thing. When I was going through that, my biggest thing was my daughter was 9 when it started. And
Oh.
now I'd never see her high school graduation. She's getting ready to graduate from college this upcoming year. It's crazy. So I've got to experience that. My son, the picture in my background is my son's wedding. I got to, go there. I'd recorded, things, messages to them, on those days, those special days, because I didn't think I was going to be there. And just knowing, that I got to be there. So not giving up is another big piece for me, and knowing that mental health happens and it's not you. You didn't make this happen, and you have somehow we all react to it differently and have to. I wasn't strong way back then. I tried to be strong and I made it through 7 years, but I was ready to give up. And I want to encourage people to like just take one more day. Do one. You never know what that next day is going to bring. So really
It's
be
oh
open to it. Yeah.
so Meg, I'm so grateful. Number one, you're in my life. Number two, that you didn't take yours
Yeah.
because there was something way bigger for you out there. And look at what your life has become now. It's become really, honestly, it's like a beacon of light out there for women to be able to know and look in and really look in their lives and look in their relationships to see what is going on, not
Right.
being oblivious any longer, not ignoring the red flags, the
Right.
signals that our brains give us consistently and we don't listen to. Um,
Oh yeah.
thank you so much for you taking something that was so devastating in your life and turning it around and making it such a beacon of light for so many. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Oh
for
no, it's
your
okay.
TEDx. I saw it. It was so great. You were amazing. Thank you for your podcast. I cannot wait. Oh, guys, please go to her podcast. Please support this. Support this. We don't have lots and lots of podcasts out there inside of this situation, this kind of thing. So please share it with many, 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 many people. And we'll make sure we put your link in the show notes for other people to
Ask questions.
find
If you
you.
have a question about the episode or something, you're like, what about this? Please ask questions. There's not a dumb question. There's not a something that's gonna, yeah, I want to hear your questions. I want to help you. So that's fine.
So
Look for that.
beautiful. So beautiful. And I'm so thankful that I'm here to hear your story and to hear the updates. So please tell us, right now, what are you doing? Are you doing any kind of workshops? Tell us a little more of what you are up to, because I know you have really taken this way further, um, in supporting women. So what else are you doing?
Well, my main focus is the education. And so I've been a collaborator on a couple different books. When the one just came out the other not that long ago, Healing to Thrive. And I continually on social media, everything is about just getting the message out there. You never know who's going to be watching that day, that short clip that goes, wait, that's resonating with me. So really just being to where you can be is it really important. Sometimes people say you can't be everywhere. Well, social media makes it so you can be worldwide. Attending Zooms, getting out the message to many people there. Uh, it's it's a lot of work for a solopreneur, but it's so rewarding. So I'm writing my book, of course, and then I have the podcast. I do the social media. I'm doing speaking engagements, and I guess for the speaking engagements, that they're very diversified. And so people think she only talks about red flags. What about digital safety? Everyone's affected by the digital world. Social media, someone's getting into your social media. How to stay safe if you want to go date online. There's a lot of different things that involve the relationship. And 7 years is a long time to learn, but I learned, and I just want people to know, like, here's the mistake. I point right to my mistake because that's how you learn. And hopefully, like myself, you don't have to learn the hard way. You can learn like, oh, okay, see that I'm going to step away from this relationship and know how to do it safely.
Mhm,
So, uh, a lot of it's just interacting with other people, networking, and then
mhm.
every time just kind of plugging my message. Podcast, of course, does that every week. We're doing a different topic, a different story, and then the ending wrapping up is that you're not alone, get help. And so
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
trying to think. I was on a podcast last weekend with two gentlemen in California, and they were all about dating for men and giving advice. And so I got to share. It was an amazing interview. I didn't
Oh.
know I wondered because I thought, oh, it's going to be a fun podcast. They're just going to ask me some, how did guys get a girl? And they really explored, like, they were interested in the topic. And so they asked me at the end if I would help co-host their podcast on Saturday nights. And
Oh my
so,
gosh.
yeah, that was very exciting. I'm like, oh, a co-host, that would be great. Let them do the hard work. I can answer questions. So that was a pretty exciting thing to every week be able to come on and share a little bit more of my message and their audience because
Oh, so
everyone has a
so
different
amazing.
audience.
Yeah,
Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on.
so amazing. So amazing. I believe so. I am somebody that sees bigger pictures, okay? And
Mhm.
the bigger picture that I see for you is that you do write your book and that you do make a movie. Because how will you be able to put it out there to everybody? Everybody is your book and a movie. And I believe your story needs to be seen and heard by
Oh, thank
so
you.
many. And you've got my word. I am going to share this with so many women. I can take the link that once I put this in YouTube and I can email it out to so many women to watch it. Besides just putting it on LinkedIn. So I'm very, very excited for your future. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Within in 5 years, where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing? What's the biggest thing that you want to do in
Wow.
your life around this?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. I mean, the movie miniseries, something like that. They had their platform. They had the women following. I think that would be something to be say if I was wrapping that up and being able to promote that. That would be pretty amazing. This is a silly one, but like a Good Morning America, something to that effect where
Mhm.
you're on there and people are listening every morning in their morning coffee and you get to plug something in there and just give them a tip and I think that anywhere that we have that bigger platform, I want to also get other women involved, other
Oh,
women sharing their story.
mhm.
I'm just one person. I keep trying to share my message as many places as I can, but having other people also doing that. And then one other thing is the merchandise line for the college students. I have
Oh,
the brand. I'm ready to go. I just need to finish up one of the fonts and then I'm going to start launching the beanies, the sweatshirts, all those things that college students want to wear and high school students will wear. And it will basically say that I'm not going to put up with something like this. Like I've been trained, I know I'm knowledgeable,
yeah,
and if they see
yeah.
something, they're going to step in
I'm
and help.
educated. I know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's kind of a sassy saying, but it will be something that
Oh,
they will connect with, hopefully. So
I
yeah.
cannot wait. I will be wearing it proudly.
Uh,
Oh, so amazing. So thankful that your life is honestly exploding all over the place in being able to get this message out.
well, yeah,
It is, it's
it's been
time.
amazing.
It's been time for some time for women, especially college women out there and what's going on.
Yeah.
Date rape is, it's big, 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 and so much is going on out there. We just need women to be educated around it. That's all.
Yes. I actually just did a course. I'm collaborating with another group called Faultless, and they do sexual assault awareness for teens. And we took a course called Safe Bar, and we're going to be training, bars and employees
Mhm.
about preventing sexual assault with a
Yeah.
relationship to alcohol.
Yeah.
And so what can you do as bystanders, upstanders, that kind of thing. And I'm really excited to start that program as well. Just teaching that as well on top of everything else. So yes.
And you actually shared with me that you work on a hotline for
Oh yes.
domestic abuse. Whoa, I mean, incredible, incredible.
Yes.
The places you are, so amazing. I am awed by your life and how it took what you went through to have it be this amazing now.
Right.
Please, guys, please listen to this. Do not be somebody that that lives in hopelessness. Please
So
reach out to Meg. Please reach out to her. She's available for you to talk to work, to get some inspiration and some hope in your life. Meg,
yeah.
thank you so much for being an amazing guest today.
Thank you. Thank you for all the amazing things you do in the world as well. I know you're always there out there giving women empowerment and it's just amazing. Thank you for letting me be a part of
Oh,
your show.
absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, if you love these episodes, please subscribe to our channel. Make comments. Comment on the videos. Please comment. And please share it. Your network is not mine. Mine's
Right.
not yours. Share it out there. Let's get this out there everywhere for so many young women coming up right now to know the red flags, to know what's going on. And that is what Meg's all about, is educating women. And being empowered in your mind and your body as a woman. I love that, Meg. So, guys, we do these episodes one on Mondays and two on Friday. And please join us if you have a story and you want to share it with us. Please come and join us. You'll find all the different hosts out on LinkedIn. Just reach out to one of us and say, "Hey, I'd love to share my story." Please. Thanks once again. And guys, remember, we all deserve to thrive. Let's do it together. Bye, everyone.
There's no divide.